Morning. It's half on. Before it was blinking. Hello, good morning. We have just been told we've been live for 2 minutes, so hey, you are very welcome, and welcome to Unity Center of Pittsburgh. And you probably saw me plug in the lights because we are light. In fact, we are birthing the light. We're going to hear all about that today. So welcome to Unity Center of Pittsburgh on this beautiful, cool Mother's Day morning. It's supposed to warm up a little bit, so that'll be good. And I'm so pleased to be here. My name is Kaylin, and we have Lucy Clabby and Bryce Rabideau, our musicians this morning. Yay, they are so wonderful. And upstairs doing our magic, bringing you all live and able to hear me and get the bright lights, is Cheryl Lowitzer. Thank you, Cheryl. So, we have come together to celebrate the truth of our divine nature and rise to accept new life and renewal on this wonderful Mother's Day Sunday. And today, we are so blessed to have our message presented by Maryann Hackworth. And I said she will be talking about we are birthing the light. Now, is that mothers or what? I think it's all of us. So let's do our first song, Golden.
Yeah, if y'all want to rise and sing and move with us, we'll have the lyrics on the screen for you. Feel free to sing along at home. Living our lives like they're golden.
Oh, hey, oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm taking my freedom, pulling it off the shelf, I'm putting it on my chain, I'm wearing it around my neck, I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my car, wherever I choose to go, it will take me far. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 living my life like it's golden. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 living my life like it's golden. I'm taking my own freedom, putting it in my song, singing loud and strong, grooving all day long. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my stroll. I'll be high stepping, y'all, letting the joy unfold. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 living my life like it's golden. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 living my life like it's golden. I'm holding on to my freedom, can't take it from me. I was born into it, it comes naturally. I'm strumming my own freedom, playing the God in me, representing its glory. Hope is proud of me, like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like
everybody.
Wow, that was golden, wasn't it? So let's do our opening prayer together. Divine Creator, we thank you for this life we are expressing. We realize that we are the channels through which God's power flows in peace and love. We release our fears and know we are safe in the eternal Mother's love that blesses and supports all of us. We are filled with energy and strength. We are inspired with understanding. So with gratitude and certainty, we say, Amen, and so it is. So each Sunday, we light our Christ candle, which represents the divine truth of the one loving God energy that exists within each one of us. We actually have a new automatic lighter that I can't make work. So I'm going to do it the old-fashioned. I weeded all day this last week. Like for 3 days I weeded, and my hands are a little bit tired, saying, you weeded enough, you don't need to squeeze too hard. So instead, we are going to light the candle the old-fashioned way. All right. So the Christ consciousness is represented by this candle. And we affirm that this love and light is omnipresent, and it is our intention to bring it forth to brightly shine in the world. So remember, the light is always there, and as Jesus reminded us, you are the light of the world. So let's say our unity principles together. God is the source and creator of all. There is no other enduring power. God is good and present everywhere. We are spiritual beings created in God's image. The Spirit of God lives within each person. Therefore, all people are inherently good. We create our life experiences through our way of thinking. Through prayer and meditation, we increase our conscious contact with God, bringing forth love, wisdom, health, prosperity, and everything good. Knowledge of these spiritual principles is not enough. We must live them. All right, so let's do a song again. Yeah. This little light of mine.
Indeed. If you want to join us, we're going to get going on this one together. Light the candle with the match or lighter of your choice in your heart. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of yours, you're gonna let it shine. This little light of yours, you're gonna let it shine. This little light of yours, you're gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. It's ours, this little light of ours. We're gonna let it shine, this little light of ours. We're gonna let it shine, this little light of ours. We're gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
All right, thank you. So now we get our daily word, which today, of course, is Mother's Blessing. I honor and bless the world's mothers. Today, I offer a blessing of gratitude for the loving, nurturing spirit of mothers. I bless my mother and those who have shared a mother's love by supporting me throughout my life. I think of the many ways they have been present for me over the years with unconditional acceptance and love. I envision all the mothers, grandmothers, and caregivers throughout the world surrounded by love and light. For those in my life, I take time to express my appreciation with words, gifts, and time together. To mothers to be, I prayerfully affirm health and ever-deepening joy. To mothers no longer in this world, I hold them in loving prayer and hold thoughts of joy and gratitude. I bless their souls' ongoing journeys, knowing bonds of love keep their memories alive. And from Proverbs, her children rise up and call her happy. So let's say our affirmation together 3 times. I honor and bless the world's mothers. I honor and bless the world's mothers. I honor and bless the world's mothers. And now it's time to bless our children. So bring into your minds the children in your lives, your family, your friends. Hold in your heart the children you know and love. Now let that love expand and flow to all children everywhere. Know that each child shares in God's love and kindness. Each child is safe in God's loving mother care, growing into their own true spiritual potential. May each child receive praise and encouragement and always be loved as their true spiritual self. And may they know the divine presence lives within each one of them to learn, discover, and grow toward their true purpose in love. We recognize and honor all children everywhere, as well as the mothers of all children. We send our light and love to every child and mother and bless them as the true light of God. Now we move on to our prayerful intentions. So if you would like to write the name of a person or situation you would like prayer for on a prayer request slip, you will see them on the back of the chairs. And you're welcome to write a prayer of any situation, and that will be prayed over. We send these prayers to Silent Unity, and they're prayed over for a month. So please feel free to do that. We bring these individuals into the healing light of prayer. We see them in any situation surrounded and nourished by the healing balm of love and light. We see radiant health and wholeness, comfort for those in distress, resolution to conflicts, wisdom and guidance for our world leaders, and peaceful collaboration in all relationships. And if you are online and want a prayer to be answered, you can go to silentunity.org following our service. Now let's move into song as we bring these individuals and situations into the healing power of prayer. I am opening up to sweet surrender.
I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening,
I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening.
Thank you. You may place these prayer request slips into the collection basket at the end of the service. And as I said, they will be sent to Silent Unity where they receive 30 days of additional prayer. And now let's prepare for our meditation. I'll be leading you through a guided meditation. I'll speak for a few minutes, then we'll have a short period of silence, then I'll close with a few more words. So make yourself comfortable as you settle into your chair and put all distractions aside. Relax the weight of your body into the support of your chair. Close your eyes when you are ready. Breathe deeply and slowly, feeling your breath moving in and out. Notice any part of your body that wants attention. Allow it to be, knowing that you are the perfect living expression of love, peace, and wholeness. Notice any distracting thoughts that may come up. Bless them and let them go. And notice any feelings you may be experiencing: worry, anxiety, sadness, or discomfort, and allow them to be, knowing that you are in harmony, balance, and well-being right here, right now. Feel your head and eyes relaxing, your jaw and throat, your shoulders relaxing. Relaxation flows down to your arms and hands, flowing over your chest, into your abdomen and pelvis, easing down through your thighs, legs, feet, and flowing onto your toes, relaxing all. Feel as if everything is floating, gently releasing all tension and worry. As you continue to breathe slowly and easily, bring into your mind's eye being in your favorite place on a lovely day. You're comfortable, at ease, and relaxed. With this relaxation, say to yourself, I am the light. Feel the energy of well-being, contentment, gratitude, peace, and joy circulating throughout your body. Say to yourself, I am light. Breathe in and repeat, I am light. Keep this image of your favorite place and repeat, I am light, as we prepare to enter into the silence. If your mind wanders, just return your attention to your breath and this divine idea and repeat, I am the light, with each breath you take. And now we gently move into the silence. I invite you to bring your attention again to your breath, recognizing the breath as a divine activity of love, peace, and wholeness within you. Now take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. See how calm and gentle your breathing is and how relaxed your body feels. Notice the sounds around you. Feel the floor beneath your feet. Feel your clothes against your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Shrug your shoulders. Now open your eyes and feel the blessing of all these divine souls around you. And now we get to move into our next song, which is by Lucy and Bryce, My Love, Mine, All Mine by Mitski.
Mitski, yes. She's one of my favorite artists. I'm very excited to share this song with you all. You may have heard it on the radio recently, and the name of the song, I think, is a little deceptive. My Love, Mine, All Mine. It sounds like it's going to be a song about possession or ownership. But if you listen carefully, it's a song about, the phrase, you can't take it with you. But one of the few things that you can leave behind is love. And I think that's especially true of mothers. So I wanted to sing this song for Mother's Day and think of all the mothers in our lives and the love that they leave behind for us. Moon, a hole of light through the big top tent of pie, here before and after me, shining down on me. Moon, tell me if I could send up my heart to you, so when I die, which I must do, could it shine down here with you? 'Cause my love is mine, oh mine, my love, mine. Nothing in the world belongs to me but oh my love, mine, oh mine, oh mine. Baby here on earth showed me what my heart was worth. So when it comes to be my turn, could you shine it down here for her? 'Cause my love is mine, oh mine, my love, mine. Nothing in the world belongs to me but my love, mine, oh mine. Nothing in the world is mine for free but oh my love, mine, oh mine, oh mine.
Oh, that was lovely. Thank you, Lucy and Bryce. My, oh my, yes. So the Sunday service was created for you today to lift up and inspire you. So we thank you for your generous donations that support our spiritual ministry. So I like to welcome Maryann Hackworth this morning, talking to us about we are all birthing the light. Welcome, Maryann.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jan, for all you do for Unity Center of Pittsburgh. I just wanted to Welcome, everyone watching from home or here in our sanctuary. Before I begin the message, just a few things. I'd like to, number one, thank Cheryl Lowitzer, who is up in the technology booth this morning and working so diligently on some last-minute changes that we had and the flexibility of Lucy and Bryce with the music this morning. Just everyone here is just so genuine and brings so much love into this Sunday service, and I am so grateful to be a part of it. I'd also like to thank Donna Hemiluski, our dear board member and creative visionary. And look at this beautiful handkerchief. If you didn't get one, she made one for anyone who's interested. They're in the hallway, and I will treasure it. And I thank you, Donna, for your sweet kindness. So thoughtful. And one final thing, I want to say this. As I prepared for the message this morning, I realized that Mother's Day, as well as Father's Day, can often be a very emotionally laden holiday for so many reasons, right? And many individuals treasure the memories of their mothers on this day and cling to them and perhaps even share the time with their mothers even still now. And some have their mothers in spirit. There's just a lot of emotion that surrounds Mother's Day. And for anyone, to realize that for many who welcome and relish the memory of their mothers, there is also individuals who work to release the memories of that experience. And I know that perhaps you have known people in your lifetime who have struggled with that relationship that they have had with their mothers or their fathers. And so I wanted to start, before my message begins, really, I saw something on Facebook just last month, and it kind of struck me that I should share it. And here's how, it was anonymous. I don't know who wrote this, but I want to share. You may want to forgive your parents for raising you through their own unresolved trauma, not being able to understand you because they did not have the capacity to, not being able to teach you certain skills as nobody taught them, being emotionally unavailable as their parents were emotionally unavailable, doing the best they could with what they knew and had, following cultural norms that they were surrounded with, and raising you through their own struggles, worries, pain, and fears. I'll just let that sit with you as I have let it sit with myself. Being a mother, I know I did not always do everything perfectly. And there is that old expression, if I knew then what I knew now, what I know now, perhaps some of my choices as a mother in those days would be a little different. But I know that we're all working and striving to be the best, to be the light. And that's why I chose this Sunday on Mother's Day to talk about birthing light. When I looked up the term birth in the dictionary, it said the act or process of bringing forth young from the womb, or it's the emergence, come on in, oh, you're waiting, the emergence of a new individual from the body of its parent. And that really struck me, the emergence of something new coming forth from the parent. And really, in that respect, then, aren't we all birthing? Aren't we all birthing something? Our spirit, our light, our love, we're coming forth from us, whether we are male or female. This is not gender specific. Birthing is something that we're doing as a human collective family, and each individual one of us is doing so. So I'd like to teach this morning's message really by starting with Jesus and his teaching. This is from Matthew 5, verses 14 through 16. It is one that is probably familiar to most of you. he said, "You are the light of the world. A city built on a hill cannot be hidden. No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it under a bushel basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven." So I'd like to begin by looking at each expression that he used and thinking about it first in terms of the times that he lived in, 2,000 years ago. Quite often, from what I've been told, the Jewish community, the family, the places that he grew up in were shared spaces. There were often more than one family living in a collective space in a home that they would be sharing proximity to one another. And I find it so fascinating, don't you, that Jesus used everyday life experiences to teach spiritual truths. And isn't that the best teacher, that draws upon what's taking place around them and then using what's happening in their own life experience to spur something inside? And so he said to them, "No one after lighting a lamp puts it under a bushel basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all in the house." So on a practical level, he was actually touching into their human tendencies, right? If you're sharing a space with other families and you're burning your lamp when the sunlight goes down and it becomes dark, so you have to turn on the lamp and use your oil to create light. Well, would you think that perhaps by human tendencies, we don't always want to share? We don't always want to share. We tend to hang on to our resources. Maybe I'll wait until that guy lights his lamp. There'll be a little bit of light, just enough for me. I could still see. Let me wait. Let me hold out a bit. He knew this. He knew there was human tendencies towards selfishness, towards, let's call it hoarding even, keeping our resources close by, not sharing them with everyone so readily. And you can imagine the listeners who were gathered around that heard him say, "No one after lighting a lamp puts it under a bushel basket. No one hoards it. Here, let me turn my back. I'm going to keep my lamp over here so that I get the full light." Right? "Put it on a lampstand," he said. "Share it with everyone in the house." What was he talking about? He was talking first on that practical level, but then he went even deeper. After that, he said, "In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven." Taking that practical example of a lamp and now adding unto it, "In the same way, let your light, let your inner light shine before others." So Charles Fillmore, as you know, the co-founder of Unity, wrote a book called The Revealing Word, where he looked at terminology from the ancient time and took a metaphysical look to it. What does light mean to you? What would that mean? Charles Fillmore said, "Light is the symbol of wisdom. It is a symbol of spiritual illumination, spiritual wisdom coming from inside, not intellectually coming from outside, but that which is born inside of us." To me, it almost reminds me of the mother intuition, the divine feminine, the instinctual wisdom that arises inside of us is our first light. He also wrote a book called Mysteries of Genesis. And don't you find it interesting that in the very first chapter of Genesis, what was the first aspect of creation? Light, right? The very first aspect is light. And Charles then said, "Let there be light," is an affirmation of illumination and understanding, because this is the first step we should take in creating good works. The good works come from that illuminated consciousness, from that deep knowing that we are connected to spirit, that we are the expression of it. It is our source of light. God saw that it was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. In Charles's book, The Revealing Word, darkness is the undeveloped capacity within us. That's the darkness. Light is always in us. It is innate. It is inherent. It has been planted in us. It is our true expression. That is our light. And darkness is simply an undevelopment of that light. An overlaying, let's say, of the fears, the doubts, all aspects of fear are the darkness that has been placed upon the light. We merely have to shine it brightly outward to reveal it. When you think of light in that way, I went back to the Aramaic expression of light. You know, Jesus didn't speak in English, we all know. He spoke in Aramaic, and then, of course, Aramaic then was translated into Greek, right? And went through many layers of translation to what we now read in our Bible. So I'd like to go to the Aramaic study by a gentleman named Chaim Ben Torah. And this is what he said about light. The word used in Aramaic is Noora, Noohra. Noora, which has many possible uses and broad meanings to the Semitic people. Here is what might have been going through the listener's mind when Jesus said, "Let your Noora shine." These are the definitions, the broad meanings. God's presence is your light. Love, purity of heart, humility, peace, justice, forgiveness, brilliance, teaching. Let your teaching shine. Your spiritual teaching shine forth in your actions, in your good works. Another one is intelligence, spiritual intelligence, wisdom, as Charles Fillmore would say. These are some of the definitions of the word Noora. And I think about when he said, give this light, this presence, to all in the house. What is the house? Besides that structure that we first started to talk about, what is your house? Your house is your sphere of influence. Your sphere of influence. My question to you today would be, where is your sphere of influence? Where is it? In your family unit? In the workspace that you live in? In your extended family and friends, extended? Your sphere of influence travels with you, doesn't it? As does your light. So when you're walking into Giant Eagle and you're standing face to face with the teller, your light, this is your sphere of influence in all of your relationships, whether they be casual and brief, or whether they be lifelong, committed relationships, parents, children, cousins, aunts, uncles, all of it, all of it. And when I looked up the word influence, by the way, I'm so behind on the times with the new lexicon. Have you been noticing new words in the world? Influencer is a word. I hadn't really heard of it until 6 months ago, and someone came up and they said, she's an influencer. And I was like, what? Well, really? Yeah, I know what influence means. What, are you using that as a noun? Like, what is that? So basically, I'll tell you what it is, in case you're behind like me. Influencer is those who, with a large reach on social media, they spread the word about certain topics or products. They're advertisers, right? About fashion and music, I suppose, beauty. I guess anything is game, fair game for the influencer. But let's be influencers. Let's be our own influencer. And it doesn't mean that I have to send out posts, because sometimes they seem kind of cheesy anyway. They don't always strike the heart, right? I think the influencing that we most readily can do is in those human interactions, in the kindness, in the generosity of spirit, in the willingness to not judge so quickly, to not be so condemning of someone else's choice. It doesn't mean that we can't take action from our light. We can allow the light to guide us. That's what Jesus said 2,000 years ago. Same story, right? That's what he said. Let your light shine before others so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. What does that really mean? Father in heaven is your own connection to this divine, the eternal, divine mind, the creative, beautiful, unconditionally loving source that is the Father in heaven, lives within you. The kingdom of heaven lies within you. There's a gentleman by the name of Rocco Errico. He is another studier of Aramaic. And he wrote an article last month in the Science of Mind magazine that I get. And it was called Light from the Language of Jesus. He said, heaven begins with you. This was what he said. It seems that humans always attempt to change things that appear on the outside of us. Heaven begins with us. It doesn't come from outside us. It must begin with and in the heart and mind of every individual. People create a just society or a violent one. Jesus knew this, and this is why his call went out, that the kingdom of heaven had drawn near. His entire ministry was to draw out the innate spiritual forces and powers that reside in people like you and me and all of us, influencers. He knew this, that the kingdom was within us. It is at hand. It is within. The light is what we need to. And how do we do that? How do we do that? It's different for all of us in every moment. It'll be different from moment to moment. So I just came back from Florida. Last evening, we pulled in about 4 p.m., and I spent the week down there with family, and I did something I never did before. We went to a lighthouse. Isn't that a coincidence? I wasn't even really making the connection until my husband and I, the two of us, decided to go to this Ponce de Leon inlet, which is like right around Daytona, close to Daytona. Of course, it's right on an island. And I had never climbed a lighthouse. Maybe you have. It's quite an endeavor. It was 203 steps, and they're steep because it's a spiral, right? And it's 175 feet tall, and it was so well worth it. When you get to the top, you have this amazing view. But the interesting thing to me was that this lighthouse was also contained within an entire set of buildings that were original to that era of time. And it was educating about how lighthouses were built and what makes a light in a lighthouse shine. And so it was a museum. And so I'd like to share something with you about light. There's a gentleman by the name of Augustin Jean Fresnel, Fresnel, born in France. Does anybody know about a Fresnel? See, you're an optic guy. You know about this. I mean, the average person who studies optics and light, how many? One. Oh, Jeff, you too. So I never heard of a Fresnel lens. I never heard of this. Okay, this gentleman, just as a side note, and it is debatable in history, but they say he didn't speak till he was 8 years of age. Now, I'm a speech therapist, as you know, by profession, so that fascinates me to begin with. But when he began his studies, he was drawn to light and optics. He was considered rather, quote, I'll quote, dull-witted in school because he didn't have interest in many other topics. But he was a genius because he put forth papers which disputed Sir Isaac Newton. Nobody disagrees with him, right? So his contemporaries pushed it aside because he was talking about how light can be reflected and refracted. Refraction is a bending of light, and reflection, well, we know what that is. It's fascinating, right? So he started putting forth these ideas, and he was rejected, wasn't believed. You know, you can't disagree with Newton. And so he created a Fresnel lens. And basically, at the last minute, I wanted to put an image, but Cheryl, it probably didn't come out. It's all right. You'll have to imagine it in your mind. But it consists of these spherical lenses, and it's surrounded, does she have it? With, probably not. It's surrounded by prisms, hundreds of prisms. It's not in there. That's okay. It was very last minute, just because it inspired me. And basically what it did was, there in the center of the lamp is one, let's call it a candle. But in those days, it was a wick that these guys had to climb up 40 gallons of kerosene, 203 steps, and put in to light the wick. And then they had to turn a crank that was like a clock, like the cogs on a wheel. So they had to keep that light going in circles, and it had a distance radiance of 22 nautical miles to place one single flame of light 22 miles. And he is accredited for saving countless lives for ships, because this was early 1800s. They would crash, of course. And now we have GPS and whatnot, but the light still operates with electricity. But I was thinking about that. I was thinking about the opportunity that we have to refract and reflect light. And what I did was I came across an article by Reverend Michelle Medrano, and she said this. I wanted to share it with you. The way that we can change and use our light. She said, we can easily imagine the wave if it is negative or challenging. Let's say person A struggles with a personal issue and is unwilling to get help to resolve it. They trot off to work and run into a coworker, and because of the space they are in, they are rude or thoughtless to the coworker, person B. Person B is hurt by person A because they treated them badly, quote, just like my mother treated me for years. Person B, in turn, badly treats the next person they run into, and so on, the wave grows. This scenario also works if person A starts out treating person B positively. Additionally, and this is important to me, if any one of these persons refuses to accept the way that they are treated personally, and if they care for the grumpy one, the wave changes. And I thought about that idea of bending my light and refracting it and making this one light intensify in its focus, which is what happens in a lighthouse. It intensifies the focus of that single flame, and that single light then illuminates all that space. So what if we do that? What if we're willing to be that person who doesn't react, who can take that breath and be that light? She said, every grumpy, bumpy, nasty, mean, or violent thought, word, or act is born out of unresolved pain. If we resolve our pain, our natural-born states of peace and well-being become the genesis of our thoughts and actions. To have peace and to be a safe person requires that we do our inner work to heal the unhealed past. So I just wanted to share that with myself and everyone, to reach a little deeper and turn on that light and do what we need to do to take care of ourselves, to heal anything that remains inside, the darkness, right, that overlays the fears and the doubts and the worries and all of it. I wish you all a wonderful weekend and sharing with whomever you may be with. And also, I just wish all of us to remember that we too are birthing light. Namaste.
Thank you, Maryann. And remember, when you meditate, I am the light. That is so powerful. So as we move into our prosperity practice, we recognize that it's through God's unlimited supply that each one of us prospers. We continue to grow and manifest prosperity in infinite ways. If you have joined us for the first time today, welcome. And if you're online, please do introduce yourself into the chat. And if you're here in person, we can introduce ourselves after the service with a small gift for you. So let's say our prosperity prayer together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. So let's have a song as our ushers collect your gratuity. Thank you.
Feel free to sing with us. We're going to sing
Face of God.
Face of God.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love.
hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart.
I hold you in my heart.
You are a part of me.
You are a part of me.
You are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
Lovely. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let's see what is going on coming up. So next Sunday, May 26th, from 12 to 1, right here, is What is Unity? That is our upcoming events, and it's an overview of Unity. And if you've been in Unity for a while or you haven't, come. You'll learn new things, I promise. And then our annual membership meeting is Sunday, June 9th, following the service. Please make sure you come here and hear everything that we've done in this past year and what's coming up. And it will be after the service, and we will not be broadcasting it, so it is right here. And then on June 30th, we will have Reverend Marjorie Chi Rivera doing her angels readings, and that is very powerful. So if you have a chance to do that, again, after the service, 12 to 2, so plan on being here for that. And then we will have June 30th, another chance to learn more about Unity after the service. It's not complete there, but it's learning about Unity. Okay, so let's do our closing song, Now There Is Peace on Earth. So go ahead and stand. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Peace has begun with me, and this is the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with thee. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The light of God holds me. I am love. The power of God protects me. I am power. The presence of God watches over me. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. All right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of Mother's Day, and let's celebrate together. And remember, I am the light. See you next Sunday. Yeah. Thank you. How are you? Good, thank you.